Hello and welcome back to Henchman Story. On the last episode we, for some reason, decided to side with Shining Nova. For some reason, we have managed to get outside after fighting Madame Scorpion, and thankfully we did not have to fight Dave. We convinced him to just let us pass. I'm probably going to miss Dave. Not so much Lord Bedlam, and Madame Scorpion is definitely going to show up again. I can tell. She is seemingly the big bad guy. I wonder if Miss Dynamo is going to show up though, because she's beaten us up twice now. Yeah. With that though, Shining Nova has put on their suit, and as they say, it's time to leave. She extended an armored hand in my direction.
All aboard.
Guess we're gonna go fly.
Are you going to carry me?
Is it gonna be bridal style?
Obviously. Fastest way out of here. Well, unless you want me to stuff you in the armor delivery pod, but I can't promise that will be any more comfortable.
It might be.
Don't worry, I won't drop you.
That means you're gonna go high. I'll take the pods. Trying to grab my honestly, I don't know. I would probably say the bottom two as jokes, but trust in it.
Alright, I trust you. But just so I know what I'm paying for, will there be any complimentary snacks? I know most people prefer the peanuts, but I love those little biscuit things myself. So if you have any...
Is now the time?
That's first class only. Sorry. The only seat left is in the luggage compartment, which you can book for the low price of not getting dumped into the Pacific Ocean.
So that's okay. So that's an indication of where we're going.
That is quite the deal. But in that case, I'm definitely going to need to grab a cinnamon roll before I board. Do you want one?
A breathing mask. A breathing mask smacks me in the face, cutting me off before I can blather before I can blather on any further.
Just put on the mask, dork. It'll let us crank up the speed and altitude a little.
That's fair.
Fine.
At least she's considering about our well-being. I put the mask over my face and secure the strap to the back of my head. When I'm done, Nova once again reaches out her hand, and this time I take it.
Hang on. Don't forget. I've got you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of how you moved closer. As Nova pulls me in tight, one steel-clad arm slips securely around my waist, while the other one moves to stabilize my neck. I hear her suit thrusters roar to life, and suddenly we're soaring skyward at incredible speed. The cold metal embrace is hardly cozy, but it's certainly secure. I think her joints have literally locked me in place. I'm in no danger of falling down to wherever we're flying over, or whatever we're flying over. Yeah, definitely not much of a view either, but I guess that's what I'd expect from Nova. She's more interested in making sure I'm protected than showing off. This is the person who was struggling to even pretend to be evil in an S&S game after all. Yep. How the hell did I end up caught in the orbit of someone like this? I feel like I've crossed some invisible boundary. Like I was supposed to live my life in one neat little box, and now I've left it. That's because you have. You became a main character of a visual novel. I can't even begin to guess where my destination lies. And not just the physical one that I'll end up at when we land. That hasn't been the case for a long time. I don't think I understood that sentence at all. That, as much as the wind racing through my hair and the roar of thrusters, has my heart racing. HU7, an apartment on Olympus. Are we in Greece? Maybe it's because of the adrenaline. I was going to say airline. But the flight itself seems short. Before long, I hear the thrusters grow quieter, and I feel myself being pulled into a slow descent.
This is it. Hang on.
We don't really have a choice. I I hear the sound of some kind of hatch opening, and as we slow even further, floating gently downward until at last I hear the clank of Nova's boots and feel solid ground beneath my own.
Told you I had you.
Yeah, I told you I trusted you. And with that, she let me go. Wow, this place looks great. You have a giant space. Why is... Right, clearly you've got a work desk on the left. Why is there a couch with a table, which I assume is... Because I'm assuming it's facing towards the work desk, which also has a monitor up top. Why is there such a big distance? Again, this was... as the title said, I guess it's an apartment, but there's no stairs. That's why there's the boxing and workout equipment in the back. I stumble forward on wobbly legs as I remember how to stand, and squint to adjust to my new surroundings. It's bright thanks to the large skylights, one of which slides across above us. Guess that's how we ended. Okay. All that light and the large open floor plan, sits in stark contrast to the cramped, dark halls of Lord Bedlam's lair. I'd almost go so far as to call it luxurious, if half of it weren't covered up by equipment and coffee cups. I actually never noticed that. Yeah, there's a lot of cups lying around.
Nice place. Very fancy for a backup workshop.
Yep.
Thanks! The location really sucks if you can't fly, so I got a pretty good deal on it. But it's actually more of a live-work type of situation.
Okay, and it makes sense you live here?
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Or you just live in your workplace, I guess, but I'm not sure what I'm saying at this point. I sidestep a stray bit of circuitry that had fallen off the nearby coffee table. Seems more like a work situation to me, but I can't really talk.
And there's nothing backup about it. This is the workshop. Everything that Shiny Nova is and will be runs through here.
That's not a good thing, if it's not a backup.
I guess I just figured you had a bunch of safe houses and villas all across the world. Seemed on brand, you know?
I don't think I agree with Stan on this one. But I guess it makes sense.
If I've got even one villa, that'd be news to me. I know I always make those "Which superhero is secretly a billionaire" blogs, but this is a whole operation.
You run one of the news? You run the news site?
Well, regardless, it's a lot nicer than what I'm used to. No question there. Sometimes I forget that normal homes have windows.
No kidding. I was only in that lair for a few days, and I feel like I have a vitamin deficiency. Speaking of which...
Ooh, do we get food? I hear unseen bits of Nova's armors twist and clank into place. Moments later, the suit cracks open and steps out as she emerges from a high-tech cocoon.
There we go! Felt great to be in my second skin again, but I want to take in the sunlight while I can.
Yeah.
Even engineers need it every once in a while.
It's unusual to see eyes, but yeah, it's, cool.
In fact, I think I'm gonna go change out of this too. No need to be Kate anymore. You good on your own for a while?
What do we call you then?
Yeah, sure. I'll just entertain myself by pressing buttons and touching the most dangerous-looking equipment while you're gone. You don't mind, do you?
I'll have to ask my roommate. Kepler 1604, activate Watchtower Protocol. Target zone Alpha.
Okay, and so I guess we're in the Alpha thing. Kepler is obviously an AI system, I'm assuming. Okay, it's the suit itself. Suddenly Nova's armor snaps closed, and it stands up straight. Eyes glowing with purpose. I raise my hand and take a step back. Or raise my hands.
Joking. I'll be good.
Yeah, I know. It's for your protection more than anything. I don't think we were followed, but better safe than sorry.
Also, isn't she taking a giant leap with trusting us? Because what if we just decide to betray her at the end?
Seriously, relax. I'll be back in a few, okay?
Okay. She winks and turns lightly on her heel. Already she's pulled off one of her gloves and promptly tosses it over her shoulder. Out of reflex, I catch it before it hits me in the chest.
You did
I was
a
gonna say
good
face.
thing today, Stan. Try to enjoy it a little.
A good what good thing did we said yes to in a choice. I watch as Nova disappears through the nearby doorway, my gaze lingering just for a moment before turning to the glove I'm holding. I guess that was the last time I'll see Kate, isn't it? I turn the glove over, in my hand, contemplating what that means until movement catches my attention. It's shining Nova's now empty suit, staring back at me with her hollow eyes.
Hey,
The suit does nothing.
you don't talk, do you? Maybe with a funky accent?
The suit says nothing. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's a shame. I'd have given you an accent. Something you wouldn't expect, though, like Yiddish or Canadian. British computers are played out. Know what I mean?
I agree. Canadian, I think I would go with. The suit does not know what I mean.
Whatever, dude. I've got a vision, okay? You'll see.
She's gonna walk back and we're just talking to the suit. With care, I set the discarded glove aside and take a look around the room. Might as well explore a little. Where to start? Let's go with the home gym. I wandered towards the small home gym that was set up in the far corner of the apartment. What's there is nice, but simple. A punching bag, some weights, and a few training weapons on a padded floor. I give a punching bag a push, and it sways back and forth. It's well worn. The floor is scuffed in place. This setup's definitely not here for decoration. And try as I might, I can't find a crazy anti-gravity cardio machine or a button that turns the whole room into a holographic obstacle course. That's unfortunate. So this is how a top 20 hero lives. Working out of a one-bedroom apartment like they've been trying to launch a startup for 5 years, and those investors are right around the corner. For real this time. Like I said, it's a big upgrade from my old hole, so my old hole in the ground. But I expected something more glamorous from someone who rubs shoulders with global superheroes, the global superhero pantheon. Maybe it's just how Nova is. As my attention wanders, I pick up one of the many discarded coffee cups and examine the name that's written inside. Nobody. I snort. Okay, Ulysses 2. Okay, Ulysses. I'm too paranoid to give your name to a barista. I suppose an apartment like this tracks there. Well, even so. Or what if her name really is Ulysses? You know, it is. The title is Olympia, so she could be of Greek descent, right? Suddenly the Nova suit starts beeping and it turns towards one of the windows. A proximity alert? I set down the coffee cup and follow the suit's gaze just in time to an all too familiar sight. We were followed, or was a dynamo...
Hey, Galileo! What are you suited up for? Did you make a pit stop on the way back or something? Thought for sure you'd beat me here.
Oh, that's not good. This is not good. She's... Okay, but Galileo... Okay. When the suit doesn't respond, Dynamo taps the helmet and peers through the visor. With her attention occupied, I try to scoot behind one of the pillars.
Not in there, huh? Jesus, don't tell me she's having this thing stand guard when she uses the bathroom. It's not like anyone could even figure out that this place exists, much less break.
Suddenly, Dynamo goes rigid and spins in my direction, cape whirling. I freeze mid-step and slowly raise my hands in greeting, hoping that my nervous smile comes across more casual than it feels.
Hey again.
See, I really wasn't undercover. Luckily Dave isn't here. It doesn't talk, I tried. Yeah, we're, yeah, see?
See, I was really undercover, just like Shining Nova was. We were working together, actually. Did she not tell you? I swore that she told you.
Quit while you're behind, Magnum.
But we're not. Okay, well...
What the hell are you doing here, Sunshine? And where's Nova?
I don't know, she's getting changed.
Why do you think? I was invited. Funny story, actually.
Before I can finish, Dynamo bursts forward. One moment we're talking, the next my legs are dangling in the air, and Dynamo has pinned me against the pillow with one arm.
No jokes, no bullshit. This isn't a bag of kibble. This is my friend.
Mine too. Weird story, small world.
Where is she?
I don't know. She presses harder into the pillow, and I wave my arms above my head, trying to signal my surrender.
Holy shit, lady! I'm trying to tell you, she's fine! She's the one who brought me here!
I told you no more bullshit.
Okay, and she raises me further off the ground. Crap, she's not going to buy a word I say. That's usually how it goes.
One last time. Where is she?
Right here, Dynamo. Now put the dork down.
Wow, okay. She's looking good. Dynamo lets me clip to the floor unceremoniously as she walls around. I catch a face full of cape as I stumble to finding my footing. Luckily, Nova is there to steady me before I fall on my behind.
Christ, I can't leave either of you alone, can I? And you!
She turns to the empty Nova suit and throws her hands out in dismay.
You were supposed to be keeping an eye out. Are you really gonna make me review the Watchtower Protocol Code again? Come on, man.
The suit says nothing.
You should really give that thing a voice. I have a few accents in mind.
Later, Stan.
Okay. I'll just write them down or something.
So is this where we formally meet Miss Dynamo?
Sorry, Nova. I was just acting on instinct. You never bring anyone up here.
We're special.
I brought you, didn't I?
Also that.
Well, yeah, we're a team. We had our own hashtag for a minute. This guy's just some dude.
That is true, though. We are just some dude.
I know you've been working undercover, and sure, Sunshine's fun to mess with, but he works for a supervillain, Nova. Madam freaking Scorpion was personally protecting him.
I mean, that's also true, but we weren't aware of that at the time.
Worked for a supervillain, past tense. And he was willing to fight Scorpion to help me.
Dynamo hesitates to give me a hard look before looking back at Nova.
How do you know it's not an act? Another one of her traps.
That's, honestly, I'm agreeing with Madam Scorpion, Miss Dynamo.
I don't, but I trust him.
That's bold of you.
And I'm just supposed to go on that? Look, you're the smartest person I know, but...
In lieu of a reply, Nova turns to me and holds out her hand, a palm up. It says something on it, a name tag that reads Kate. After a moment of hesitation, I take it. It isn't even torn. She must have removed it with care.
When I was wearing this, I was Kate. When I'm in the suit, I'm Shining Nova.
Introduction time.
Nova, don't.
But here, you can call me Victoria. Victoria Vasquez.
Okay. Hello. Also, name alliteration. Very, very superhero.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for trusting me. Is that a fake one too? That's surprisingly reckless. I knew everyone alliterated.
I knew it! I knew everyone alliterated!
I point accusingly at Miss Dynamo.
And you had the nerve, the audacity to mock me.
I mocked you because Magnum McLean sounds stupid.
It. Yep.
What? Who's Magnum McLean?
Yep.
Nothing. You had to be there. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, but at least there's an inside joke now.
Well, as long as it keeps you from flattening Stan. Glad Mr. McLean and I could help, I think.
Magnum's like Scarlet. I had a point to prove. I appreciate it, really. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Oh, no, you did. I appreciate it, really. You're trusting me with something very important. I'm still just Stan, though, no matter where I am, or what I'm wearing.
Pretty much. I hold it in my hand, and Victoria gives it a firm, exaggerated shake, letting out a small laugh as she does it, I guess. I can practically hear her Miss Dynamo rolling her eyes in the background.
What about what you're not wearing? That factor into it?
Pardon? Okay. I didn't expect you were going to go there.
Nah, Stan's my stripper name, too. See, it's so good because they'd never suspect it.
Is it? Really? I mean, no idea about that kind of industry, but Stan seems like a a questionable name for someone in that industry.
I didn't need that image. No one needed that image.
Shining Nova might have, apparently. Maybe not. But yeah, I do agree. No one kind of needed it.
That's not what my tip said.
Really, Stan.
But seriously, thank you. I know that you wouldn't tell your real name to just anyone, as several baristas can attest to.
Oh, you saw that, did you?
Yep.
You should see how she orders takeout. It's like a pizza scavenger hunt.
That sounds like fun. Also a waste of pizza, so not as fun.
There's a system, and the system works. Or maybe next time you'd like to pay for all those mozzarella sticks yourself, Miss Superpowered Metabolism.
I mean... Okay, so I'm assuming that means you're... Well, you've got to be loaded, I guess, unless you just hollowed out this entire cave yourself.
Hey, you leave Mama Mozzarella's signature sticks out of this. Those are sacred.
Okay. Do we know your weakness now, Dynamo? Nova, or rather Victoria, scoffs at Dynamo's quip and shakes her head.
Well, I take it that means you're satisfied then? No more trust issues with Sunshine here?
No, I'd be more surprised if she said she's fine with it.
Yeah, I'm satisfied. But you didn't have to go that far, Victoria.
Maybe not, but we can't afford any division here. Stakes are too high, and our enemy is too dangerous.
Are you sure?
If we're going to stop Madam Scorpion in time, the three of us need to trust each other, or we won't stand a chance. You know that as well as anyone, Dynamo.
Wait, stop Madam Scorpion? We? We as in also me?
I mean, we have inside information, I guess. But what is Madam Scorpion planning other than an app?
Yep, that's the plan. Shining Nova, Miss Dynamo, and also Stan take down Madam Scorpion and Lord Bedlam. You up for it?
Why are you including Lord Bedlam? He's harmless. Well, yeah, because he doesn't like hurting people. Yeah, let's do it. I didn't sign up for that. If there's an after party. Yeah, sure, let's go for an after party.
Sure, if there's an after party. It's been a long week. I really need to unwind.
Good luck with that. Your girl here hasn't partied in years.
I mean, I don't know. At SNES was pretty fun.
Sure I have. We have holiday parties at the NWHA all the time.
New World Hero Association, I'm guessing?
NWHA.
Northwestern Heroes Association. And those don't count, Victoria.
2 out of 4.
You always wear your armor.
I mean, considering the armor is a machine, like kind of like Iron Man style, it's kind of necessary, isn't it? She's not a superhero, she's just smart. I mean, well, she is a superhero. She's not super powered, she's just smart.
Yeah, for protection, it would be the perfect time to attack.
You would really attack the place that has all the superheroes in one place?
See what I mean? Literal years.
Yeah, I'm seeing the picture.
No, just figurative Dynamo years. Just because I can't keep up with your breakneck pace doesn't mean I can't party at all. I can totally party. I am a party.
I mean, she kind of is. She was pretty fun.
Well, you'll just have to prove it after we take care of business then. Once this is over, we're cutting loose and having fun. Promise?
Fine. Deal. I promise there will be an after party.
Are you in, Miss Dynamo?
Wow. I never thought I'd see the day. I'm impressed, Sunshine. Now I'm starting to see why she brought you along.
Yeah. I mean, cool.
Well, let's not
I don't know
get
what to say.
too far ahead of ourselves. Before that, we need to actually stop Madam Scorpion. And before that, we need to solidify our plan of attack.
That's a fair few points.
But for now, let's take a little time to recover and get our bearings, okay?
Isn't that technically part of planning to get our bearings? Because there's recover, there's planning, which I would personally include getting bearings, and then actually enacting the plan.
Recovery sounds good.
Were any of us actually injured? Convinced that Miss Dynamo is no longer about to pound me into dust, I lean on the pillar I'd previously been pinned to and let out a weary sigh.
Sure thing. I figured you wouldn't be executing the final phase until tomorrow, but I wanted to make sure you made it out of there all right.
Okay, and so this was a plan. This was scheduled.
I always do, don't I?
I mean, just because you always have doesn't mean you always will. Victoria extend her fist closed, or her closed fist, and Dynamo meets it with her own light fist bump. Then suddenly pulls the smaller woman into a rough one-armed hug.
You thought you could get away with just that? No way.
I'm honestly just worried that Miss Dynamo might accidentally crush Shining Nova.
Always do. You little shit. People really think I'm the cocky one.
Yeah. I mean, you do have that personality, but I guess you do also have a point, yeah.
You know, for a second there, I was really worried that you'd gone from superhero to super no. Dynamo!
Caught off guard, Victoria flails futilely in Dynamo's grasp. But the taller hero just ruffles Victoria's hair with a free hand before finally letting go.
Just admit it. You only hate that joke because deep down you think it's hilarious. You laughed that one time.
I'm assuming it means supernova.
Because it was delirious.
Okay. Victoria clears her throat and straightens her hair, as if somehow it will make her look like that never happened.
I take it this means nothing went wrong last night.
Why, what was happening on your end?
You kidding? That was a piece of cake. How did you know Scorpion wouldn't be there anyway?
Really? Oh, right. SNS.
She was playing spells and swords with us. I know, it's still kind of a fever dream for me too.
Yep.
That's putting it mildly. I can't even picture it.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Victoria did the voice, didn't she?
Yep.
Oh yeah, she was way into character. It was award-worthy. A little heavy on the prose though.
Whatever, you're both just jealous.
Uh-huh. Sure thing, Scarlet. Oh, that's Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet. Bloodraven. Yeah.
Anyway, if you're all good here, then I'll head out for now.
I had to think
Want
about.
me to take the suit with me?
Yeah, might as well toss out a red herring. Got a couple backups online if I need them. Kepler 1604, activate dog walker protocol. Handler, Miss Dynamo.
Really. Shining Nova's suit once again flows with life and turns to attention to Dynamo. Up above, one of the skylights starts to slide open.
Got it. I'll be sure to do a few passes on the skyline to make sure we're seen. And before I forget, you can have this back too. There's a few messages, but nothing critical.
Dynamo pulls out a small silver device from a belt and tosses it lightly to Victoria, who casually snatches it out of the air. At that, the caped hero turns to leave.
See you tomorrow. Oh, and Sunshine?
It's clearly Magnum McLean.
Behave.
No. Just because he told us. I gulp and nod, I gulp and nod an affirmative as Dynamo turns her eyes upwards and launches herself into the air, shooting through the skyline into the open air. The empty Nova suit follows shortly, and the skyline closes.
You know, I'm not sure who came closer to killing me today. Her or Scorpion?
Her, obviously. Scorpion didn't lend a finger on us.
Scorpion, hands down. Don't let Dynamo scare you. She's just looking out for me. Honestly, I think she likes you.
Clearly, we're just a people person. Everyone likes us. Dave, I'm not gonna say Lord Bedlam. Lord Bedlam kind of just, he's in his own world. Scorpion was interested because we know how to survive. You do, otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Come on, let's eat something. I'm starving.
Pizza time. Victoria walks to a small kitchenette tucked away on the wall adjacent of the living area. Is that the wall behind us, technically? And I follow. There isn't really a dining table or a bar, so I drag a nearby stool over and take a seat.
Let's see. That pasta should still be good.
Really? She pokes her head in the fridge and returns with a half-empty Tupperware container. Cautiously, she cracks the lid open and takes a whiff.
Nope. That's a big nope.
Really? She hesitantly seals the lid and scuffs it back into the fridge.
You're leaving it in there?
Well, if I toss it out, it'll stink up the garbage. And that's just a disaster that I don't have time for right now.
It'll stink up the garbage. What? Do you not hear yourself? Silently, I wonder if I just witnessed a supervillain origin story of evil. Sentient leftovers as Victoria pulls out a milk container. I try to look for an expiration date as stealthily as I can, but she's quick to notice.
Don't worry, it's the lactose-free stuff that expires later, so it's probably still good. You cool with cereal?
You said probably.
Hey, I won't complain. What are my options?
Well...
With sheepish steps, Victoria walks over to the nearby cabinet and pulls it open and reveals a wall of identical blue and white cereal boxes, all with Shining Nova's helmet plastered on them. Really? Okay.
There's, really just the one.
She pulls out a box and sets it on the container next to the milk. I stare silently, blinking as if it would somehow change what I'm seeing.
Wow, you're actually feeding me cereal from a box with your face on it.
But technically with her helmet on it.
You get them for free, okay? And you don't have to have any.
Ken, you get them for free?
I'm kidding. Please eat some. Dynamo won't take any more boxes, and I'm running out of cabinet space.
That's fair, I guess.
All right, pour me a bowl of Hero O's? That's a misprint, right?
You said heroes.
I asked the same thing when we filmed the commercial.
You do what? Is this how? Why are superhero lives like this? After a minute of searching, Victoria manages to find a pair of bowls that aren't sitting in the sink, and pulls us both a bowl. I take mine and mock reverence.
It's an honor to eat your sugary grain mixture, Shining Nova, ma'am.
Well, I think with that, we should call it there. Hopefully you had fun. This one has been interesting. But I am having fun, so hopefully I can see you in the next one. With that, goodbye.